Right, ladies and gentlemen, we go on next to a cruiserweight contest. Please welcome tonight, fighting out of the blue corner, walking in from Thailand, Somphot Seesa. And his opponent, ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of the red, please welcome from Algeria, Lamrani Abderrazzek.
Shadows crawl on neon streets, sweat drips in the Bangkok heat. Fist clenched tight, hearts beat loud.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a cruiserweight contest. Fought over 8 by 3-minute rounds with a weight limit of 90.7. Tonight, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing gold trunks with white trim. He weighed in at 78.9 kilos, 26 years of age. He hails locally from Ang Thong in Thailand with a fight record. 26 fights, 15 wins, 10 losses, 1 draw, 8 wins by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, make him feel welcome here, Somphot Seesa. His opponent this evening, ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of the red, wearing green and white trunks, weighed in at 84.5, 172 centimeters in height, 29 years of age. He comes from Beni Slimani in Algeria. He's trained locally by Amin at FCC Fight Club in Pattaya with 9 fights, 9 wins, 7 of those wins by way of KO. Ladies and gentlemen, make him feel welcome here for the zone in Bangkok, Lamrani Abderrazzek. And your referee, Mr. Chris Sanyadek. Your judges for this competition, Mr. Warwell Dunkau, Mr. Carlos Costa, and Madam Pambani.
Schedule for Edla, don't be far, protect your time, okay? Listen my command. Don't hit back, don't back down, intolerable. Good luck.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to our 7th bout on the card in the Cruiserweight division. This is scheduled for 8 rounds of action. It is Algeria taking on Thailand in the red corner, wearing the Algerian flag colours, so the green and white shorts with the black trim. It is Abderrazzek Lamrani. And in the blue corner, his opponent, Somphot Seesa, representing Thailand, in the gold trunks with the white trim.
Lamrani's starting fast, and the thing with Lamrani is he's always a big opposing power to his opponents. He's always the big guy in that ring. So Somphot has just got to believe that he can survive the first round and get some jabs off and get Lamrani to respect him.
Clubbing shots coming in early on from Lamrani. Lamrani going to the body now with a hook.
And a little bit of a slip there, but back into the action. Lamrani, the bigger of the two, starts with a jab right down the middle. Both fighters jabbing for jabbing again. Somphot just tumbling to the canvas. The referee calling that a knockdown very fairly.
Somphot making the count. Lamrani pushing forward with the jab.
A little bit of a slower start in comparison to that previous fight, of course. But first round action scheduled for 8 rounds. So it is definitely a marathon, not a sprint. Finding your timing, getting your range down is important in the first few rounds.
Right uppercut there from Lamrani. And a stumble down to the canvas by Somphot, but referee Chris Sanyadek calling it a slip and letting the action continue.
I mean, he's been to the canvas a few times now, so it's going to get to a point where, like knocking out the gum shield, eventually you've got to accept that that's a knockdown.
Right uppercut there from Lamrani.
And you've noticed, Ali, Lamrani's hitting the gloves of Somphot, but it's still doing a lot of damage. So even if the guard isn't open, you can still attack your opponent. You can give him the false sense that you can block the shot, but those power shots are still getting through.
Right hook there from Lamrani. And another right uppercut goes straight through the guard. And another count from Chris Sanyadet. Lamrani in the neutral corner. Looks like Somphot is going to make the count at the moment, but still looks quite dizzy.
He's been down to the canvas twice, and those uppercuts, like I said, finally broke through the guard. And I can see Lamrani just coming alive here. The size different, the angles, and again, he puts him to the canvas, and the referee is waving it off. And unfortunate for Somphot, he just couldn't get anything going. But Lamrani, Mr. Abderrazzek Lamrani from Algeria, moves to 10. And here we see the replays. Lamrani circling around, found that uppercut was working for him, didn't care that the guard was up. He just smashed at the gloves time and time again and eventually put the man to the canvas. What a way to have your DAZN debut. We're going to go to the man in the middle with the official announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the first round, 2 minutes 40 seconds of round one. Ladies and gentlemen, a victory to the red corner, Timur Baskov. He now goes from 5 fights, 5 wins, now 4 by KO. Lamrani, just a quick word. That was a quick night's work tonight.
Thank you so much. That was a pays off for hard work. I was preparing for this for 2 months. Next.
Promoting for someone. So you got someone in your eyes and someone in your scope.
We get it with the title, inshallah.
The title shot next. Well done. Thank you. All the very best. Thank you, Lamrani.